Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Dr. AK. I hope you all are doing well. Our today's topic is sagittal analysis of cephalometry. The sagittal analysis is also known as the anterior-posterior analysis, in which we deal about the anterior-posterior relationship of the jaws, like the jaws are in which type of class, the class 1, class 2 or the class 3. So let's get started. In my previous video, we have discussed about the landmarks of the cephalometric analysis. These all the landmarks which will help us in our later on analysis, that is the sagittal, vertical, dental and the soft tissue. For all these analysis that I have mentioned, we need to draw 5 horizontal planes, namely the SN plane, the Frankfurt horizontal plane, maxillary or the palatal plane, occlusal plane, and the mandibular plane. For the horizontal planes, I am using dark blue pointer. Okay, first one is SN plane. Let's draw a line from sella turcica to nasion. This will make our SN plane. Right? Now the Frankfurt horizontal plane, which is also the Porion orbital plane. This is Porion, this is our orbital. Porion is the posterior superior point of external auditory meatus and orbital is the inferior most point of our orbit. Join these points together to form the Frankfurt plane, the maxillary or the palatal plane. For this, we have to draw a line from PNS to ANS. Those who don't know about the landmarks can visit my previous video. I will drop the link below in the description box. For the occlusal plane, you have to remember one thing. If your molars are occluding, these are your first molars. If they are in occlusion, so you will simply make a line in between them. But if they are apart, so you have to consider the occlusal plane of your first molar. Like you have to draw the line from the cusp of your first maxillary molar. This is your occlusal plane. The last one is the mandibular plane, which is from gonion to nathion. Mandibular plane can be drawn from gonion to menton, but as we are using the Steiner's analysis, so he took gonion and nathion as the point for our mandibular plane. Now starting the sagittal analysis, which comprises of all these measurements: SNA, SNB, ANB, width AO, BO, McNamara to A, McNamara to POC, and the facial angle. I will describe all these measurements in my video. So first of all, I am drawing SNA. As its name suggests, that SNA should be comprising of the SN plane to point A. The line from SN is already drawn. I am drawing the line from point nasion to point A. Point A is the deepest most point of our maxilla. Now I am drawing the line from sella nasion to point B. Now we will measure the angle between these points. We have to consider the angle that is towards our structure. For measuring angle, place a vertex of your protractor on the point nasion in such a way that your zero line should overlap your SN plane line, like this. Now measure the angle towards the structure. We are measuring SNA. This line is your SNA line, so it is 79 degree. The second angle is the SNB angle. For that, again place the D in the same way as we have placed it for SNA. Now measure the angle of SN to point B. It is 75 degree. Now A and B. For A and B, you can simply subtract S and B from S and A, or you can measure it by placing your D vertex would be on the nasion, and you can check it. It is 4 degree. 79 minus 75 is equals to 4, and we have checked that our A and B angle by measuring with the D is also giving the reading of 4 degree. So you can simply do the subtraction method. It is 4 degree. The normal value for S and A is 82 plus minus 2, for S and B is 80 plus minus 2, and for A and B 2 plus minus 2. Now moving towards width analysis. For the width analysis, you will take your reference, the occlusal plane, and place your D on the occlusal plane in such a way that your 90 degree line should coincide with your point A for AO, and for BO, your 90 degree point should coincide on B. Place your D on occlusal plane. Move. This is my 90 degree point is coinciding with point A. Okay. Make a point on the above and below the D. Later on we will merge these 2 points. Now for BO, use the same technique. Now your 90 degree point is this. It is a bit forward now, moving it backward. This is your 90 degree line coinciding with point B. Mark a point on the top and on the bottom. Draw a line in order to take the measurement. Okay. Now measure the distance between these 2 lines. It is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 millimeters. The normal value for width is 0 plus 2. So when do we take our reading as positive and when as negative? If our point A is ahead of our point B, so the reading is in positive, and if it is opposite, like the point A is behind point B, which is in the case of class 3 occlusion. Here our point A is ahead of point B, so our reading is plus 14 millimeters. The next measurement is MIC A to N, MIC POC. Now what is MIC? MIC is McNamara line that will draw from nasion perpendicular. How you will draw it? Take your D, place your D on the Frankfurt horizontal plane in such a way that your 90 degree mark should coincide with your Nasion point. You can appreciate here that it is coinciding with our Nasion point. Right? Make a mark up and down. Now draw a line from this and extend beyond the pogonion, as we have to measure a distance from MIC to POG. Measure distance of point A to McNamara line. This is 5 cm, and POG to McNamara line. This is 11 millimeter. Sorry, I said centimeter, it's millimeter. Again, in this, we have to check whether the measurement is in positive or is in negative. For that, if our structures are beyond the line drawn, they are in positive, or if they are behind the line, they are in negative. So our point A and POG both are behind the line, so the reading of both of these are in negative. -5 millimeter and -11 millimeters. Now the last measurement of sagittal analysis is facial angle, for which we will draw a line from Nasion to pogonion. Our Nasion point is very much important. Okay, so a line from Nasion to pogonion. It is appearing somewhat like hotspot, but we have to do the analysis in this way. So as we have drawn the line from Nasion to pogonion, now you don't need to measure the angle of SN to POG. Instead, we will measure the angle from the Frankfurt horizontal plane. Okay? Always measure the structures that are always measure the angles that are towards the structures. Now this is 84.5. The normal value for MIC A is 2 ± 2. For MIC to POG is -3 ± 4. And for facial angle, it is 87 ± 4.